The feature category is a candid and unposed photograph that celebrates life or reflects human experience. We have 105 photos in this category. Share my screen. Okay. Okay. Paddles ready? one in to keep it. Just make them big. We could do captions next round since there's so many here. Okay. Out. Out. In. In. Out. Out. In. Out. Out. In. Out. Out. In. Out. 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 In. Out. Out. In. Out. 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 In. In. Out. In. Out. 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 In. In. Out. 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 In. In. Out. 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 In. Out. 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 In. In. Out. 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 out, 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 in, out, 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 in, out, 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 in, out, in, out, 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 in, out, 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 in, out, in, 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 out. Okay. We kept 30. Do you want me to go back through the outs just to double check, or does this looks right? Okay. So I think we could probably do another round, make these bigger. Let's say 2 ins keeps it from here. I'll leave the captions up, so as soon as you're ready to vote, go ahead and I'll move on when we have 2 reds or 2 greens. Out, out, in, out, In. Out. 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 In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Out. In. Out. Out. In. Out. 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 In. In. Out. In. Okay. Got it down to 10. Not bad. Let's talk about these. What do you like?
The guy with the ultraviolet light kind of jumped out to me as interesting. Um, and then can I read the caption on the turtle, the tortoise? Okay.
I love that.
So those are both interesting to me. I also like the haircut one.
This bottom.
Yeah. And then can you make the first one big so I can read the caption? Okay.
Sort of arranging a little bit how you guys are talking about them, or as you talk about them. Lisa, I can't hear you.
Now 2 years on Zoom, I'm still doing it. Okay. Julius Tate, please.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And I should say that I can't make that picture any bigger. That's just how it was submitted.
Okay, can you do the slideshow for all of these, please?
Sure.
This is how I edit and do everything in the slideshow mode. So that's how my brain works.
Is 2 seconds too fast, or do you want me to slow it down a little?
2 is fine for me.
Okay.
I do have to hide y'all though.
Let me loop that. Is that all right? Or do you want to talk about it from here? You just talk, you can talk as you go. However that works.
I think I would bump the sledding one up possibly into the, I don't know about like above, but kind of at the end of the first row in somewhat of the order that we have now.
Can you make the sledding one bigger for a second?
Yeah.
Well, my problem with this is it looks like his boot is
It's a
in
little
focus,
soft, yeah.
but not his face. So that kind of bugs me about that.
Yeah.
It's
Although I
real
do-
close. His face is pretty, it's not that, at least on my screen. I don't know how it's translating
No,
over the
I
internet
thought
here,
that
but
too.
his face is, it's almost in focus. It's real close.
I mean, in terms of a snow weather feature, I like a lot, but yeah, I think it's the tip of his boot's a little bit sharper than his face, but I like that first row a lot.
The ones I could lose were, sorry, the sledding photo. I was gonna say I could lose
That's
that
okay.
one. The sisters, through the window.
Yeah.
And as much as an interesting photo it is, the turtle, I think, or tortoise. I don't want to get that wrong, species wrong, but I think it's funny and quirky, but I think the other photos are stronger.
I say we keep the tortoise at least for an honorable mention because it is a
Yeah.
very unique photo. But I could also lose the sledding and the sisters one. Sisters one, it's just really hard to see through the
Mhm.
So we have two outs then on these that I have selected. Then we can whittle from there. Is that all the way out? Not honorable mention.
say all the way out.
Okay. Anything else you want to eliminate?
Can you make the church one bigger with the caption?
Mhm.
Like the kid on the far right is just like, why? Why do I have to stand here in these clothes?
That's still an in.
What do you guys think?
I see the contact sheet. I think I like the church one a little bit more than the learning from home, and probably even the bath time.
Can we see tap water large again, please? Okay, I'm done with that one.
Okay.
This is a tough one. I kind of feel the same about all of them except the tortoise. Which is funny, but
Have we decided that that one's just going to be an honorable mention outside the?
I'd like to keep the tortoise as honorable mention. It's just,
It's,
I
yeah,
love that photo.
we'll move it to the bottom row just so we can
Cool.
okay.
keep that down there. Is there a first place? I mean, are we looking at sort of an order that you like?
I don't know if I love tap water for first place.
Yeah.
And I think like of the, you know, the two kind of first row at home moments, the home church I think is more compelling, but feel free to disagree.
Can we see the funeral home large, please?
Wanda.
I probably like the moments in the other photos better, but like this is really nice as an image and it tells a story, but love his foot.
Yeah, I like this one a lot too. I don't know, it's just an interesting like inside look kind of thing. And what about the haircut one? Two house cuts. Maybe I like this one too. It's interesting. Again, it's kind of like an inside look at something you normally wouldn't see.
So, I mean, are we kind of down to these two that are toward the top? Sorry, hang on, let me. In sort of the order we have it, these two are favorites for all three of you.
I think so.
Yeah.
I like those two. I do think I like the tap water one better than the home church. Sorry, Nate, but
That's okay.
it's just like, I don't know, there's just like a moment there that I like a lot.
I guess before I move that, Lisa, would you agree or?
I'm undecided. Can we see them together or, you know, go back and forth?
Mhm.
Okay, the next one, please. I think I prefer the home church, but you know, and this is really nitpicky. I realize like I love this moment, but I also want to like straighten it and crop it. So that gets in the way slightly for me, but it is a great moment too.
Much more
And-
of a moment in that one.
Yeah, I mean, then this one I really want his foot but I don't know what's in I mean, the photographer had a tough situation to move to work in.
Yeah, it's
on this
like
one.
on this one, like the left side of like the door frame or whatever is what's bugging me. Like I don't need to see what they're looking at, but I don't know if they needed to take a step forward or a step back or something.
Yeah, there's something a little like needs to, like, in both of those pictures, I want to kind of move it around, but I think that this was probably the harder situation to move in.
Mhm. I don't know. I like this one better, but if you guys like the other one, I'm okay with that.
Hmm. There's a couple others we haven't talked about, like the kids in the box and the bathtub and the one from Julius Tate. We didn't really talk much about. Any thoughts?
Can you just go through those three big? Go back to that for a second.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, this is a cute moment. Like they're all just standing in this box together.
I think this is really nice too. I might want to crop this one a little bit too, but maybe not. But so, such a gentle moment, and the light is really nice too.
Well, should we vote to keep? Let's work our way backwards here. Vote to keep these.
I don't know. I could maybe lose the bathtub one. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'd be okay losing that. I think I like the kids in the box and the Julius Tate one a little more.
Okay.
I do love the little foot on the little toes on the tub.
Still keep this one.
I'd keep this one.
I see nods. Yes. Okay. We'll keep this one too.
Sure.
Okay. So it really comes down to, it sounds like, I mean, the way you guys have talked, it's between these two for third.
I think so.
Did we decide on those first two for 1 and 2?
Is this the order of 1 and 2? I know you haven't said that yet either. Does somebody want to?
That's how I would put it, I think.
Those first two are close for me, but I think the way it is now
Okay. So I give that one a 1. That's a 2.
I'm very undecided on those two.
Yeah. I like the composition of the home church more, but the moment in the tap water is much more of a moment than the home church. I think the little guy on the far right that isn't really paying attention doesn't necessarily carry the rest of the frame to like the level of moment that is the tap water. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
Okay, can we see those two again, please? Next one, please. I think I'm leaning towards the church.
Yeah, Nate,
Yep.
it's a nod. Okay. Move that to 3rd. And then what do we do with these other 4?
I think definitely honorable mention for the tortoise / turtle.
Yep.
Um,
Same with tap water then.
Yeah,
I'm
Since
fine
it's
with
so
all
close.
of those. All of those having honorable mention.
yeah, I think we could
Yeah.
keep all
Yeah.
of them.
they're all
Okay.
strong.
They're all extremely different. Like the first three, I feel like kind of have more more of a flow, but the other ones are so different from each other,
Mhm.
right? They're just like really hard to judge those against each other because they're such different moments and scenes. But I think they're all worthy of honorable mention for sure.
Okay.